Hello, everybody. Today we're looking at lesson 8.3 in Go Math, and it is on page 553. So go ahead and find that now, and you can rip it out. Make sure your name's at the top. And today we're going to estimate lengths in inches. We know that inches are part of the U.S. customary system. And what does estimate mean? Estimate means to make a good guess. Okay? So estimate means to make a good guess. Make a good guess. What does estimate mean? To make a good guess, just like we have our estimation jar. First off, what you're going to do is you're going to choose 3 objects. You're going to measure their lengths with your ruler, okay, the ruler that you made yesterday, and you're going to draw the objects and write their lengths. So let's see, I think I want to measure my stapler. So I'm going to measure my stapler and line that up with the end. And it is a little bit more than 7 inches, but it's not halfway between. So I'm going to stay with 7 inches. If it was halfway between or higher, then I'd go up to 8 inches, but it's not just a little bit past, okay, 7 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my stapler is about 7 inches. I'm going to try to draw a picture of my stapler here. Oh, geez, let's see. Well, I guess that kind of looks like a stapler. All right. I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to let you go ahead and finish your page 553, and then we'll go on to the next section. Okay, now that we're done with 553, we're going to move on to 554. And this is where we're going to start estimating. So it says, the bead is 1 inch long. Use this bead to help find how many beads will fit on the string. Which is the best estimate for the length of the string? So which is the best guess? All right, so I kind of think in my head, okay, so this was 1 inch. Yep, they say the bead was 1 inch. And I want to think in my head without using my ruler first, how many beads. So kind of in my brain, you can kind of draw or look at the beads. And it says, okay, 2 inches, well, that would be way too short. Okay, 8 inches would be way too long. 5 inches is about right. Now, when I see second graders do this, oftentimes if it's too small an amount like this one, they've got it. But for some reason, lots of kids will pick an amount that is too much, okay? So be careful with that when you're doing this, all right? So this would be correct. 5 inches is about right. Now, we're going to move on. And it says, circle the best estimate for the length of the string. And I'm going to give you permission to use a pen or a crayon because I don't want you to change your estimates, all right, after you check them. So, circle the best estimate for the length of the string. Number 1. So, and it's talking about the whole string. So would maybe just 1 inch? No, because this is already 1 inch. So that wouldn't work. maybe 3 inches or maybe 5 inches. So go ahead and take your guess. And I'm going to estimate 3 inches. Now, after you've made your estimate in pen or crayon, so you can't erase it, then you can check it using your ruler, but you can't check it before. So I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say, okay, yeah. So line it up, 1, 2, 3. 3 inches was the best estimate. Now I'm going to move on. And let's say here, number 2, I'm going to make a guess, and I know 2 inches is too short. Jeez, I don't know if I should go with 4 inches or 6 inches. So I kind of look in my head and I'm thinking, okay, well, that might be what one looks like, and one might be there, one might be there. Okay, now that's already 4. So that's not going to work because 4 is not going to work. It's definitely not 2. It's not going to be 4 because I've already used up 4 and I still have this much left. So I'm going to go with 6. Circle my estimate, measure it, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's 6 inches. Okay. So go ahead and finish 554. Now that you are done with 554, we're going to look at 555. 555. Okay. I'm going to look at number 4. I'm going to say, okay, circle the best estimate for the length of string. What if I go with 7 inches? I'm going to say 7 inches. Now I'm going to check it after I've made my estimate in pen. I'm going to check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope, I was wrong. This wasn't 7 inches. This was only 4 inches. Well, that's okay. That's okay. If you get your estimate wrong, it's fine. Just put a little X by it and circle the correct. Okay? That's not going to be marked wrong because we're learning. We're learning how to estimate. Okay? So, you're going to finish this page. You're going to do this Think Smarter. So you're going to use this 1 inch mark and estimate how long this red ribbon is and estimate how long the blue ribbon is. You can use the math on the spot. Your parents can click this with their phone or scan this with their phone or go into Go Math. All right, math on the spot is in there under section 8.3. That is what this lesson is. 8.3, chapter 8, lesson 3. So I'm going to give you time to finish 555. If you're needing more time, then hit pause on the video and then hit play when you are ready to move on with us. We are now moving on to page 556. If you're not done with the pages before this, hit pause and then hit play again when you are done. On 556, it says, read this with me. Sasha has a string that is the length of 5 beads. Okay, so I'm going to think about that in my head. She has a string that's the length of 5 beads. Each bead is 2 inches long. All right, so she has a string that's the length of 5 beads, and each bead is 2 inches long. What is the length of the string? All right, well, I'm going to use my little inchworms. And I know that each bead, these are really big beads because it says each bead is 2 inches long. So this would be 1 bead. The string is 5 beads long. So this counts as 1 bead, and the string is 5 beads long. So if this is 1 bead, I'm going to need 5 beads. So here's 2 beads, because remember each bead is 2 inches long. 3 beads. 4 beads. 5 beads. We have our 5 beads snapped together. Now, how long is the length of this string? How many inches total is the length of this string? I'm going to let you figure that out. After you've figured that out, you can also draw a model. So here is my string, and I need 5 beads on my string. And I know that each bead is 2 inches long. So I can add those up and get the total number of inches for the string. So go ahead and finish that. I'm going to hit pause again. Okay, we're moving on to number 9. Read with me. Maurice has a string that is 15 inches long. He has beads that are each 3 inches long. How many beads will fit on the string? This is actually a multiplication problem, but we're going to use our inchworms to figure it out. He has a string that's 15 inches long, and each bead that he puts on it is 3 inches long. So I'm going to count by 3s until I get to 15. Okay? So 3, now what do I have? 6, 9. Okay. So I'm at 9 inches, but I only have 3 beads on my string. Each color is a bead. Okay, what's 9 plus 3? 12. And what's 12 plus 3? 15. So I am to 15 inches. How many beads did I use? Remember, each color is the length of 1 bead. So this is red, blue, yellow, purple, orange. So how many beads? And please answer these using complete sentences. Okay? So answer these using complete sentences. We are out of time. I will talk to you later.